What the hell is going on in my head? It's Wednesday and there's an episode of Cultured Fools. Is this some kind of amazing cheese dream? Yes, we've got to 2 episodes a week, bitches. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a bitch. Yes! Yes! We have gone to 2 episodes a week. Wednesday will be the Unsophisticated Guide, and Friday will be the Iconic Wines of the World. So, let's get started. We've been making wine for 6,000 years. 6,000 years? That's longer than a coke wank. And yet, it's only been the last 100 years or so that the wankers have taken over. So let's reclaim what is ours! So the wine industry is full of little trinkets that you can purchase to apparently enhance your experience when drinking wine, but it's all a load of shite. What you need really is a corkscrew. This one's called a waiter's friend. Cost about $5 a glass. Bottle of wine. Of the many things that you don't learn in school, like how to manage your debt and what you should actually be eating, is how to open a bottle of wine with a corkscrew. Well, I've gone and fucking done it for them.
Take the waiter's friend. Get the knife out. Make a cut under the second lip, not the first. Oh yeah. Stick your knife in, pop the foil. Oh yeah. Take it off. Take it off. Get the waiter's friend. 45-degree angle. Stick it in. Oh yeah. Twist that shit, motherfucker. All the way down, till it won't go any further. Oh yeah. Get that little weird thing on the side. Pull it. Pull it real good. Till you got yourself a wine, motherfucker. Shit.
A massive misunderstanding that we've all been guilty of is making the assumption that aged wine is better, and in fact all wine must be aged. It's just not true. As I've said in previous videos, there's like a handful of white grapes that age well, Riesling, Chardonnay and Semillon. Sparkling, with the exception of champagne, ages quite well, but most sparklings don't really age well. You should always drink them young. Because red wines have tannins and whites don't, reds tend to age a bit better, but again, the majority of wine that have been made in this day and age should be drunk within 1 to 2 years. Having said that, it is an amazing experience to drink aged wines, just to see what the fruit flavours have done over the 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So if you get an opportunity to do it, I just rely on a restaurant. If you are looking to get into cellaring and cultivating a collection of aged wines, go, by all means reach out to me, but the best thing to do is go to your local independent wine merchant and go and have a chat with someone behind the counter and just see what they have to say. Another misconception is the old metal teaspoon in your bottle of sparkling that then goes in the fridge. The theory is that the cold spoon emits cold air, which then means that it's less likely for gas to escape. I think it's a solid theory, but it's been scientifically proven to be a load of old codswallop. Let's talk about sweetness.
The sweetness of a wine is simply how many grams of sugar remains in the wine after fermentation. This is also known as residual sugar or RS. Sugar can also be added to a wine after fermentation, however, this typically only occurs in lower quality bulk wines to make the wine more palatable or sometimes even mask unwanted flavors. The sweetness of a wine is measured on a scale of bone dry to sweet.
The process of winemaking is essentially introducing yeast to grapes. The yeast eat all the natural sugars that occur within the grapes and then poo them out and produce alcohol. Sometimes the winemakers will interject and stop the yeast from eating the sugar, leaving a very sweet wine, like a Moscato for example. Other times the yeast just simply run out of energy and the alcohol that they actually produce ends up killing them. So wines with less sugar are known as dry, whereas wines with more sugar are known as sweet. However, that doesn't tell the full story, because bulk wines or sort of sub $10 cheap wines often use lots of sugar to sort of mask poor quality grapes and just shit flavours. The cheap wines tend to be a little bit more sugary. So, earlier on in the week, I took to the Twitter sphere and asked my legion of followers to submit any questions that they had for the show. And this is now going to be a new weekly segment.
Since the dawn of time, man has possessed an insatiable appetite for knowledge. Why are we here? What is our purpose? And what happens after we die? In this journey toward realization, your guide will be certified sommelier Benjamin Smith. Together, we will gain further understanding of the world's most important question.
So, first question from Twitter comes from @PeterWeardsley. Hi Ben, question I have for the show is there any chance you could ram your moon-shaped face up your hoop, you massive wobbly cock?